The first assignment by the Senate Committee on Aviation, when constituted, will be to investigate the Ministry of Aviation and other related agencies over the concession of the international Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport and the Aminu Kano International Airport. This is because the Senate has passed a legislation against the concession of the two airports and other international airports concessioned in the same manner. The legislation followed a motion by Senator Sumaila Kawu from Kano State. The Senate urged the federal government to review the entire exercise and give a level playing field to all stakeholders. Deputy Senate President Jibrin Barau, who presided over the plenary, noted that concession was the best way to move forward as it was one of the best practices all over the world, but it must be done in a transparent manner rather than being shrouded in secrecy as was done in the previous administration. Senator Kawu, who moved the motion, insists that if the Federal Executive Council approved the concession of the airports, then the government must have been grossly misled. Let's speak with an aviation expert, Godi Ike. Mr. Ike, it's good to know we have you on the line now. From your understanding, before I go ahead, can you confirm you can hear me, sir?
I can hear you. That's fair. And who am I speaking with?
My name is Felicity. Thank you for joining us and giving us your time.
Thank you, Felicity.
Okay, you understand how this works. Do you agree with the Deputy Senate President that the entire airport concession is based on an incurably faulty foundation? That's his words. If yes, as briefly as you can, break it down for us.
All right. I'd like to grant that it is the business of Senate Committee on Aviation to look into all aviation issues and ensure that the right things are done at all times. But the problem I have with the committee at the moment is that they were there and they were sitting at the time the very tortuous planning and work put into the concessioning process. They were there. They had the post buttons on their fingertips. And if anything was not right at every point in time, they were in a position permitted by law to press the post button and stop the process. But they were all sitting there like sitting ducks and said nothing and did nothing until the process came to an end. When decisions were made about who would do one thing or the other.
Beyond the Senate committee, sir, I mean, some persons are saying we had a Federal Executive Council made up of the best minds, so to speak, during the last administration. Is it possible that all of the council members and all of the advisors all could not bring the Buhari's administration to the knowledge that there was something wrong with the concession, enough for them to stall approval?
It still comes to the point that bothers me. If at any point in time then they knew something was not right, it was time for them to press the pause button and stop the process and sell some ideas to those who were carrying on the processes. We can't go through such an expensive procedure, get to the point that we are now, and suddenly they wake up from slumber and begin to tell the world that something was wrong and that they needed to check one thing or the other. I don't understand that, and very honestly, I don't agree with what they are saying at the moment. The point remains that concessioning of airports is not new in the world. For instance, I'll give you an example now. Gatwick Airport is owned by a Nigerian, Adebayo Ogunlesi. I don't know if you know about that gentleman.
If I may interject, I know this is your area of expertise, but from what we are getting from the news, what the argument is not that concession is a problem. What they have a problem with is the foundation on which that concession was approved. So that's where I'm asking you to speak on, you know.
Right. It was still saying exactly the same thing. We had Senate Committee on Aviation in place at the time the process was going on. We have the House Committee on Aviation, you know, at the time. They had all the powers in the world to stop anybody, including the Executive Committee, you know, set up by the government. They have the powers to press the pause button. It's still the same. I'll continue to say to you, why on earth did they not do Nigeria and indeed Nigerians the favor of following through with the process? And at any point in time, they found that there was a faulty foundation. They pressed the pause button and stop and check things, put them right, and get on. We can't go through such long, tortuous, and expensive process and they suddenly wake up and begin to discuss, you know, foundation. They don't have the moral right to so do. That remains my opinion.
To interject, in the interest of time, for you to speak quickly, a committee has been set up, new Senate, new probe. What would be an actionable time frame for us to get a report from them that can be used?
Oh, well, if they want to deal with whatever they find wrong in the process, I don't think it should take them more than 2 weeks, you know, to go through and deal with. Because to tell you the truth, there's really nothing too serious about the issues they are raising. You may end up at the end of the day finding out that a few individuals have...
All right. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much for speaking with us. That's the marked time will permit us. Hopefully, that 2 weeks time frame will stand.
Oh, thank you.